All right, blessings. God bless you. It's been a while since I've been here on TV at the Lost Cruises channel, and I'm grateful to be here with you tonight. And it's such a tremendous blessing that I've had the opportunity to meet such a young lady as you're going to meet tonight. She comes from Kazakh. I believe I said that right. Her name is Sulu Ataway, and she's 22 years old. And I just want to welcome her on Serving It Up with Joe Nathan here on the Lost Cruises channel in Lost Cruises, New Mexico. And what it is a great honor for her to be with me tonight. We're going to introduce her in her own way that she might speak to you. Sulu, God bless you. I appreciate you being on here tonight.
Thank you.
All right.
Thank you for having me here.
Oh, yes. It's my honor. It's my honor. I was kind of reminiscing in my mind how I met you. And I believe I met you at a hair salon where we were doing Bible study, I believe. Yeah. Yes? That was the first time and I met Miss Naksulu. And I tell you, ladies and gentlemen, she was such a bubbly young lady, full of energy. And it was just something about her that it intrigued me. I met someone from a different culture. And I am really connected to people of different culture for millions of reasons. But for her to be as she was, and she was just bubbly, as I said, and she just really kind of connected with me, I thought that was awesome. Because some people from other, countries, they kind of like standoffish, but she really was like, hey, let's be ourselves.
Fight. Let's fight.
Yeah. Actually, she tried to fight me. Yes. But we have come for a special reason, and that special reason is this. This young lady comes from, once again, Kazakhstan. And how long have you been in Lost Cruises, New Mexico?
2 years.
2 years. She's been here 2 years. Now, I recently began to see you on Facebook modeling. How did that happen?
One of my friends is makeup artist. So what happens is I decided to comment on her picture. Mm-hmm. Hey, she's very beautiful. I'd love to be a model too, but I'm too short, right?
Right.
And what happens is she messaged me straight away. No, you're not short. You're very beautiful. Second day, I know she messaged me. Yay! I got you a photo shoot.
All right.
And that's how I started.
Okay, so when she said to you, I got your photo shoot, what did you do? I mean, how did you respond?
Well, I was sitting in my house with my phone and opened Facebook. I was like, oh, wow. I was joking, but okay, yay. Yay.
So here you turn on your Facebook page and you see the pictures that you took?
Yeah.
Wow. And this just happened all of a sudden?
It's like, so what happens is I talked to that makeup artist. About 2 weeks later, I have the photo shoot. Mm-hmm. And for me, that was something very new, something very out of my own comfort zone.
Yes, yes.
Because where I am from, that doesn't happen a lot. Uh-huh. So for me, it was like a huge thing. And being on the photo shoot with other model, actually a professional model and very professional photographer, for me it was a huge experience in my life. Right. Which I actually liked. I was very nervous, but yes. They all made sure that I will be comfortable in front of camera. Mm-hmm. They were just like very friendly to me.
So they coached you.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I was like, yay, okay, I got it. And I think you saw my first photo shoot.
Yes, I did.
Like red dress, 18,000
yes.
umbrella. That's it. Like,
wow.
That's how
and I seen that shot. I wish we had some of those shots that we can actually show to some of the viewers. Mm-hmm. But if you go to Sulu Edge Facebook page, you can see that. Yeah. And so I find it tremendously amazing that you would come here and, some people find, or they don't search, mm-hmm. or they don't make the sacrifice it takes to connect to people. Mm-hmm. And I find it very refreshing for someone of your culture to just come here and connect to people and just do what you do. And look what happened. So what do you think about that?
Well, I'm a very friendly person.
Yes, I know.
I'm a very friendly person.
Very, very friendly. But, okay, since you say you're a very friendly person, so, okay, let me ask you this. When you were a little girl, did you ever have any visions or dreams of even being a model?
Well, I think every kid dreams about being famous. Like boys usually dream about being a spaceman or wherever it is. Girls usually try to be models or movie stars, something, Hollywood stars. As everybody else, I was dreaming about being someone famous.
Yes.
And since I moved to USA, for me it was like, okay, let me follow my American dream, right? Let me try something new and let me try to open up. And here I am now.
Here you are now.
Here I am now.
That's awesome. That's awesome. So how do you feel? And actually, let me rephrase that. How did you feel when you took your first modeling fashion show? When you were engaged in it, how did you feel about it?
Well, I went to the casting and I was I was very confident when I was driving there.
Yes.
Because I was like, okay, I'm very beautiful. As people say, I'm very beautiful, right? I have to be confident.
And you're saying that just because people have said that to you.
Well, I was trying to make myself more confident, right?
Right.
So I was like, okay, I'm beautiful. I got it. I got this. Like, I had a
Okay.
couple photo shoots already. I got this, right? But I've never done any fashion shows.
Right.
So I've never walked in front of people or anything like that, right? So I go to the casting, and the first thing I know, exactly same beautiful people, taller, skinnier, with lots of experience, and I'm like, oh my God, I don't got it.
I don't got this, huh? All of a sudden, oh my God, what, pilot to bombardier.
Exactly.
Houston, we have a problem, right?
I'm like, oh my God, what do I do now? Like, and then my turn is coming closer and closer, and I feel that panic in my heart, and I feel
Oh my
like
God.
something like my heart is gonna jump out from my mouth, and that's it, right? And I'm staying right there, like looking at people,
Yes.
like straight to the judges. I'm like, okay, Sulu, walk.
So you actually had to talk to your legs to
Yeah.
move for you, right?
Exactly. I was like, Sulu, walk.
That's amazing.
And in my head, I'm like, what are those? One leg, second leg, like
Wow.
third leg? And I'm like, do you like me? No, not yet. Okay.
Right. So the closer you got to like maybe introducing yourself, saying, "Hey, I'm here," did you panic any? Was there any panicking in you?
Well, when I was staying far away on the line, no, there was no panic. And then I saw people actually doing great jobs and getting their contracts and everything, right? So what happens is in my head, I'm like, okay, I got this. I'm beautiful too, like I got this.
Right, and that's
then-
confidence.
Yes, I got this. And then I see judges, which are like actually looking at me, and those are professionals,
Yes.
right? And I'm like, oh my God, no.
Say, no, I don't have this.
No. I'm like, I'm already here. I have to try to walk, right? Like, I
Right.
have to show my best to walk. And I'm wearing those high heels, which are overly tight on my legs, which I bought like 5 years ago.
Right. And how tall are those shoes?
They're like 5 inches.
Oh my God! And that
Yeah.
gives you what? How tall are you?
I'm like fun size, 5.3.
5.3. Oh
Yeah.
wow!
And with high heels, I'm like 5'8", with the real high heels, like 5'9".
Wow.
Even though I'm still one of the shortest
So you're
ones.
you're practically walking on small stilts.
Yes.
Oh my God! That's
And
I don't see how you ladies do it, honestly.
And what happens is, like, those are very tight shoes. So at the very beginning, I didn't feel it, right? And when I go closer to my turn to walk,
Right.
I feel like how those shoes are tight on my legs, how my feet are starting like to hurt.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh my God, okay, I have to walk like nothing is hurting, like I'm doing this every day.
Yes.
And I was like, why on the earth I didn't even practice to do that?
So you didn't practice. But honestly, when I look at the camera shots that I've seen, it looks like you've been doing this for quite some time.
No.
And I understand that. And that's amazing. You know, it's like, when I was called from the Lost Cruises channel, I was called because I went to another show and I was talking on another show, and Mr. Solar himself asked me, he says, hey man, I want you to come run your own TV show. And I kind of felt like you felt, because I didn't know I could do this, but I found out I was pretty good at it.
Oh yeah.
And number one, I guess the true thing about, I guess, being into people's lives are just loving people. Okay, and so that's one reason I do this. And I get some flack, and I get some people who misunderstand me But that's okay. And I would say the same thing for you. That's okay when people misunderstand you because they really don't know you. And they're trying to figure out what to do about you. But if you stay in your own world, I think that'll be an awesome place. So let's go to our next question. You ready to move on?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah, let's move on. Okay. All right. Was your role model what is your role models as a child? Who did you love or who did you look up to as a child?
Well, I grew up in the village till my 7, so I grew up with lots of animals.
Okay.
And my grandma was the one who raised me.
Yes.
I don't think I had that role model because, again, I grew up in the village where we didn't have like TV or anything like that. So Hollywood
you were
movies,
locked down from all of civilization.
Yes. So Hollywood movies were very, very rare.
Wow.
You know, like we had like those huge cassettes.
Yes.
We used to trade those with our neighbors.
Wow.
And those are like 20 cassettes maximum. That's it. Like after that, you don't have those movies. And you have maximum like 3 or 4 channels on your TV.
Okay, was your TV black and white? Was it color?
Honestly, I don't actually remember.
Wow. Okay.
I don't actually remember. I remember we had like that old TV first with no remote controller.
Yeah, right.
So you had to go and push on the button on the TV.
What about the antenna now? When I was coming up with when the antenna was broke, we used hangers.
Yeah.
And then sometimes we'd have to just stick there and hold.
Exactly.
Is that it?
Exactly, right? And then the light would go off most of the times because it's a village and electricity wasn't that powerful over there.
So you guys would lose electricity every now and then, or for how long would that be?
Every night.
Every night
Every
you guys
night.
would lose electricity?
Yeah, pretty much every night.
Wow.
Well, if the weather is nice, we don't lose it, but still.
Okay.
Mostly there is a huge chance that we're not going to have any electricity. But I feel like that was the fun part because me as a child, I had the chance to play outside, to create my own little world,
okay.
to develop my imagination.
Copy that. So you had an imagination. Okay.
So for me, it was a huge thing because I was able to play with animals. I was able to go outside and view the world.
Yes.
And nowadays, it's all computers.
Wow. Wow. Okay, so let's talk about your parents.
Oh, yeah.
Now, this might be a strange aura about your parents, or is it? How
No,
are
it's
they
all right.
supporting you?
So far, my mom is 50-50 because, again, I come from conservative country.
Yes.
Where modeling is not very welcomed.
Okay.
That's why I guess for me it's like a huge thing, and my mom is trying to support me. If it's a good thing, she's trying to support me.
But she's walking real slow on this, right? And of course, Dad's gonna follow what Mom like or what?
Well, my biological father, I don't think he knows what I'm doing.
Okay.
I really don't think so because again, he doesn't have Facebook, and
Okay.
we don't talk to him a lot.
Okay.
My stepdad, yes, he's gonna follow my mom wherever
That's awesome.
it is.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. So let's say, where is your heart right now? Where is your heart in this actual business? Where is it at right now?
What do you mean?
Okay. What am I saying? I'm saying this. What do you want to accomplish out of this?
So far, I found myself as a very confident person.
Yes.
Because whenever you are modeling around, especially whenever you're around other beautiful people who are capable of exactly the same things, which are doing actually great, it's like you have to be confident.
Yes.
You have to be sure in what are you doing.
Yes, of course.
So for me, so far what I gained is like lots of confidence in me. I didn't know what I can do so far,
Right.
and I didn't know that I'll be that confident in front of camera. I
Right.
didn't know that I'll be that confident talking to other people from different cultures.
Right. Right.
And on my fashion show, I had to get out of casket.
Yes.
And
Oh, I seen that. I seen that
Yes.
video footage when you got
Yes.
out of the casket.
Yes.
You were the first one coming out of the casket, right?
For me, it
Yeah.
was a huge thing because behind the scene, people were like, "Aren't you scared? Isn't it like a bad luck?" And I was like, "No, it's not."
Well, that's for tradition. I would say that's for people who practice tradition and religion, and they believe in little isms and schisms and whatever, witchcraft and all that
Yeah,
stuff.
like
But I believe that you are the captain of who you are, right? I mean, you believe that or
And
no?
I had to have that confidence. I had to
Yeah.
have that my voice to say, no, I'm not scared of this. No, I'm not scared to go first of all. Even if I never heard the music, I'm not scared to like lay in the casket and be sure that I'm not gonna fall down, like fall out of that casket somewhere on the way.
Wow, okay. Well, listen, we're gonna wrap it up just for our first half, and we're gonna come back. And I appreciate everyone who might be turning that dial to Serving It Up on Joe Nathan on the Lost Cruces channel. I appreciate you very much. Once again, I have with me Sulu Ataway, and I am grateful for her being with us today. God bless you, and I hope to see you after the break.
This is an important announcement for anyone prescribed the blood thinner medication Xarelto. If you or a loved one has been hospitalized or died from serious internal bleeding, including bleeding of the brain or gastrointestinal system after taking Xarelto, you may be entitled to substantial compensation. Don't delay. Call the Sentinel Group right now. The blood thinner medication Xarelto has been linked to an increased risk of severe internal bleeding, hemorrhaging, stroke, heart attack, and even death. If you or a loved one experienced severe internal bleeding, or if a loved one died as a result of taking the blood thinner medication Xarelto, call the Sentinel Group now. Our network of experienced attorneys are ready to help fight for you. You won't pay a thing until your case is settled. Call the Sentinel Group now for a free case evaluation. Don't wait. If you or a loved one has been hospitalized or died after taking Xarelto, you may be entitled to substantial compensation. Call the Sentinel Group right now.
Celebrate, celebrate, Fiesta Motors.
Come and see us today and discover why our service is second to none. In business for over 17 years, we have the right car for you. When you buy a vehicle from Fiesta Motors, we do everything possible to ensure your satisfaction. Located at the corner of El Paseo and Main. See you there.
Celebrate, Fiesta Motors, where buying a car is always a celebration.
Since I got adopted, I've learned a lot about these humans.
I know. I mean, check out these two. It's Flirt City over here. I think she's getting his number.
Nice.
Your human's got some sweet moves.
Takes after his dog.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Serving It Up with Joe Nathan on the Lost Cruces channel. Once again, I have with me my special guest. She is Sulu Ataway. And we're just going to pry a little bit deep inside of her heart, mind, spirit, body, and soul. And of course, you all do know I am a preacher. The big question mark, is he a preacher? That's for me to know and for you to find out. But, Ms. Sulu, God bless you. And I want to thank you again. We just got a few more minutes to kind of talk about some things. And I want to know, and I know some of our listeners might want to know, who is the spiritual Sulu? Who is she?
Well, if you'll ask me about my religion, I wouldn't say that I'm religious.
All right.
Because for me, religion is the thing which divides us.
Yes, I like that.
And and in my head, like, we all still believe in one thing. We all still believe in one God. Whenever we are sad, we pray to one God. Doesn't matter how we call him and which language.
I like that.
That's why for me, it's like, there is no religion for me. There is like, mostly there is a God, there is us. That's it.
Okay. So that's something that I practice myself. And what do I mean by that? I don't believe that God instituted the traditions and the religions that some of us serve. I just believe that if the scriptures are correct, that there was a Garden of Eden and he created what he called man and woman, and he wanted a relationship with them. So that's what I look at from the spiritual aspect. I look at a relationship. Okay, so what is your relationship between him? Do you know when he answers you or if he answers you?
I believe that whenever I need help or whenever I'm in a very bad position, I still pray.
Yes.
I still ask for help, and I still believe that he helps me.
Yes.
Something above us actually helps me, because I wouldn't be here where I am now.
That's awesome.
I wouldn't be as strong as I am now.
Yes.
And every time when I ask for strength, he gives me for strength. Like he makes me stronger as a person by giving me some moments, some people, or I don't know. For example, just moving me to USA.
Yes.
That changed me a lot. That made me stronger as a person.
Yes, yes. But that also kind of broke you down in some ways, no? I mean, trying to, I guess, find your way and kind of not doing away with the old way, but being able to transition and move to a new place and a new mindset, correct?
Yeah.
Yeah, so how did you deal with that?
Well, for me, it's kind of was hard because, okay, I was almost 20 when I moved here.
Yes.
So what happened is I had to leave my work. I had to leave all my friends, all my family, all my relatives behind me.
Everything that you knew.
Yeah, exactly. Everything what I had over there, pretty much all my life, I had to
Wow.
leave everything there.
Wow.
And for me, it was really hard because I was moving here like just empty.
Yes.
Again, that was empty page. So I had to like find my own ways. To get new friends, to get new life, to get adjusted to everything new, because culture, people, everything is different up here.
Yes.
And
yes.
Well, I had to change, but I feel like it changed me for better side.
Yes.
And for more stronger person.
Of course, of course. I mean, you're not that little girl that your grandmother raised anymore. You're a woman. You are someone who's trying to evolve into who you truly can be to yourself and to those who you're going to be intimate with. And I use the word intimate once again for relationship. We were made to have relations. You understand what I'm saying? And I think it's kind of messed up in the world how we think that we can close certain people down and close certain people off from our relationships because we don't like them or they don't live like we would want them to live. I think that's kind of selfish. I mean, what's your aspect on that?
Okay, again, as my mom said, no, she keeps saying the same thing anyways. Find friends which actually which suit you too.
Right.
Which share exactly the same interests, which share same motivation, maybe same faith and everything.
Yes.
Because even like whenever a person doesn't know you, but he knows your friends,
right,
he'll be able to judge who you are looking at your friends.
Right, right, right. So you're saying based off perception, because people do that. They base a perception off of who you hang around with. Even some base a perception off what you eat, what you wear. But you know, I mean, if I'm going to have a relationship with someone, I need to know that they can accept who I am. And what I stand for, because that's my makeup. I mean, I wouldn't want to change you in a way that you have to fit my needs in order for me to be your friend. Yeah. Have you ever faced that while you were here?
I really don't think so.
Yeah.
Because I am still who I am. I still have exactly the same beliefs. I still have same morals.
Yes. And
same view for my future and my past.
Right.
The thing is, I just don't want people to judge me for who I was before, because people change.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. People do change.
People change a lot. Like people change for better side or worse side.
Yes.
That's why I don't want anybody to judge me just for who I was before, what I did before.
Right.
This is who I am now. This is what I am doing right now. So
yes, you have a purpose. But that purpose, it calls a process. Aren't you thankful for the process that you've been through?
Oh yeah.
I am.
Like it's a huge thing because that's still my life that builds me, and that's why I'm really thankful for everything I got right now.
Oh, that's awesome.
Because some people are not able to have it. Some people are not able to just do this. And in my case, I have pretty much everything to be happy. I have my family who love me, who support me. I have my friends who love me and support me. I have my roof and I have my food.
That's awesome. That's awesome. Okay, so let's see. If there was a young lady, a young man, a little boy, a little girl who might see this, what would you say to them?
Just don't break down. That's it. Like,
Don't break down, huh?
that's it. Like, if you have something hard moments, if you have anything which is really hard for you to take, you always have friends, or you always have God to pray to. You have friends, family to will be able to support you, and you still have to believe in yourself.
That's right. That's awesome. That's awesome. I think that's great.
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, I just want you to know that there are some awesome people out there, and you will never know them if you're closed behind four walls, if your mind is always in a tunnel, if all you read in a religious book, that's all you see the person as. They need to live or they need to die. But I want you to understand something. When you meet someone and they meet you, that's an awesome opportunity for you to do what some people call iron sharpens iron. I want everyone to know and understand that we are people, and we all believe in something. Even the atheist believes in something. Even those who are brokenhearted believe in something. And here we have this young lady that has come all the way across the water, and she is here in Las Cruces, New Mexico. An awesome young lady. She's a model in her own right, Miss Sulu. And I am so grateful that she came and visited us here down at the Las Cruces channel. I'm praying for all those who understand that love it does not work against what it's been called to do. It just only knows how to love. And love has no face, it has no color, it has no shades. But if you believe that there's a human side to you and there's a spiritual side, you need to learn how to walk with both, because they both wash each other's hands. So I'm praying for you today, and I'm praying for Miss Sulu. I appreciate you so much for coming down and spending some time with me on the tube at the Las Cruces channel. So I'm praying for you, and I want to hold you up before the Lord, and I just want to thank you for this opportunity.
Thank you.
Blessings to you. God bless you. I thank you for joining us on Serving It Up with Joe Nathan on the Las Cruces channel. Blessings to you. Have a good night.